Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another series review. I just watched season 4 of Bojack Horseman, and this one really gave us a good look into Bojack's family life and why he is the way he is. And then we learn about Hollyhock, because Hollyhock's another character that shows up, and then you realize, oh. Yeah, it's one of those oh my lord moments. But I really, as a character, I just really loved her, and she comes into her own. She starts to develop her own identity and voice. And it's actually a very uplifting season, even though with Beatrice, his mom, there's some sadness with that. And having read into the future, I already know where it's going, so I'm trying to prepare myself mentally for that. But we see Princess Carolyn going through her struggle, which was just gut-wrenchingly hard, really difficult, and she has to come to terms with her newfound situation. And then all of a sudden, when everything seems to have gone horribly wrong, things start to pick up again. And as Sheila says, Princess Carolyn always lands on her feet. So I thought that was very, very inspirational. Can't really say that much else about season 4. I really enjoyed season 4, and where they're actually taking the show as according to tone. I just started watching season 5, so I'm actually going to group seasons 5 and 6 together so I can get a full perspective and retrospect of the series. And then I'm just going to talk about my thoughts about the series itself. And for those who actually prompted me to watch, I owe you a huge debt of gratitude, because I heard of Bojack, but it was not really on my radar as far as cartoons were concerned. I thought, well, I don't know, I'm not sure. Sometimes Netflix is hit or miss. We'll see. But the cast, when I had read about the cast, I thought this cast is absolutely tremendous. So I'm a little bit curious, and I came in with an open mind, and I found that I absolutely love it. Even though it's a little bit darker of a television show, and as far as Western media is concerned, it tackles a lot of topics that a lot of Western media shows don't if they're animated. And it was refreshing to me just to see this done. And I wish that media did this more often, because it really needs to. Because animation is a storytelling medium. And I know there are a lot of people that say, oh, animation is for kids. It's so, small time kind of stuff, and you can't tell an emotionally moving story with characters who are anime. Excuse me. Have you seen Grave of the Fireflies? Need I say more? Stories like Harmageddon, stories like Akira, stories like any of Hayao Miyazaki's stories. Like I just said, Grave of the Fireflies is one of them. Dealing with topics that we kind of shy away from, or are taboo, or we are afraid, because talking about these things makes us vulnerable or reveals part of ourselves. And in society, sometimes you have to be really careful with that. And it's just so raw and real how you see Bojack reacting and interacting. And ultimately, at the end, how he ends alone. And he always finds himself in that situation. And it's sad. It really is. It's very tragic. But he tries to make the best out of that he can to the utmost of his ability. And there's something about his perseverance that I like. It's just it's very inspirational and endearing, I think, and very motivational. As far as season 4 was concerned, I absolutely relished every part of it, even the more ridiculous parts, like Todd's business, for instance. That part was very funny. And of course the axolotl girl that he becomes interested in and they start dating. So it's very intriguing because I'm learning quite a bit about asexuality. And one thing I've always known is asexuals don't necessarily have to be aromantic. So that means that they can have a romantic relationship, just not sexual. It's a little bit different. So I thought, oh, that's true. That is interesting. Of course, I don't have that, so I'm a person who is definitely romantic, definitely sexual. So to see that just portrayed, and you don't see that. It's just like I said, animation should do more of this. But there really isn't that much I can say without giving too much away. And I thought that seeing Beatrice's story was very heartbreaking, especially about her mom and her upbringing. And you think, well, yeah, the toxicity keeps repeating itself. It's just a dangerous cycle. And actually, there's a lot of truth in this. If you have broken people, it's just like that book, Hurt People, which I've read, and it's an excellent example of that book. But I honestly don't have an awful lot to say, other than I'm looking forward to seasons 5 and 6, and I will be doing my review of those as soon as I'm done watching. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao tutti.